Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Blue Mountain Lake. We are near Blue Mountain, Arkansas, and it is right about 5:30 in the morning, and the sun is just starting to come up over the mountains. Now that is, let me get my bearings. Okay, that's the east, northeast, so that is the Ozark mountain range. I don't know if the camera picks it up. Right up there is a long, huge resort up there. That is Magazine Mountain. Which is the highest point in Arkansas. I'll pan around. I am actually standing on the dam, the Blue Lake Dam. And there's the lock right there. There's the lake. The waters are starting to look kind of reddish purple. I don't know if camera's picking it up, but I can see it myself. And now we're facing the southwest, south, and those mountains are the Ouachita Mountains. Well, we are right between the mountain ranges, and we camped right up in the back of those trees, back behind there. There is a lookout. I almost stopped there to do this video, but I was afraid I wouldn't see the sunrise. See that little opening right here? Whoops, right there. If I zoom in, there's a little building there. There you go. That building is a scenic lookout. You can pull off the side of the road and stand out there, and you can look over the top of the dam. There's Daddy J, and there's the bunny mobile. Say good morning, Daddy J.
Good morning, Daddy J.
There we go. Look at that beautiful red sky. The sun will crest any time now. Alright, so now we're at that lookout station where I pointed out this morning from down there. That's the dam, and that's where we were standing to watch the sunrise. Now the sun's just behind that tree, and you can see there's still a little fog left. But this is the view from higher up. Got lots and lots of pine trees. Couple of nice blooming shrubs here. And we're getting ready to head out. We got to deliver those rabbits. We caught one 10-inch fish, crappie, right back there in that corner. Back there is where we were fishing last night, and last night was just around that bend behind those trees, and this morning we were right there. Only one 10-inch crappie. We're standing at the spillway now, so on the other side, and where we camped last night, let me see if I can show you. Right there is the bathhouse, and we had camped across the road. If you see those two RVs, we backed up in the very corner at the end of that road. There, where that pavement, it looks like the pavement ends, it actually slants way down, and that's where we spent the night. And now we've stopped in Ozark on the way home. Gonna pick up some lunch at Rivertown Barbecue, and they're not open yet, so we drove out to Reed Mountain Park, and we're looking down at the lock and dam. This is the Arkansas River, right? Yeah, Arkansas River. That's what I thought it was. I've got a lot of pin oak and white ash down there. So says the sign. I see a lot of cedar and pine. I can smell the cedar. Oh, and for those that can't figure it out, be careful, it's dangerous up here, steep bluff and loose rock, so stay back. They got a bluff right there. Another random fact About 10 years ago, I used to raise and breed African cichlids. They were fish. Yeah, African cichlids. I loved the colors. For the most part, the temperament. Now, African cichlids did tend to be a bit territorial, so you had to have a lot of hidey holes for fish to hide in. And yeah, I used to have a whole lot of fish tanks, big fish tanks. My biggest one, I had a 125-gallon fish tank, and oh, that thing was so heavy. I had like a rock wall built into it. That way the fish could swim between all the rocks. They could go behind the rocks. They could be in front of them. And I had orange cichlids and purple and blue and yellow, and I had all kinds of them. I used to be able to tell you the species, but that's been a while, and you know, a little bit of memory loss since then, and so now I can't remember what any of them were called now. But I used to have a very beautiful collection of fish. I had, like I said, I had the 125-gallon fish tank. I had 3 75-gallon fish tanks. I had a 55-gallon fish tank. One that I still have, and the only fish tank that I still have, I have a 45-gallon show tank. I have it set up in the hallway. No fish. When we moved to Arkansas, I lost most of my fish during that move, and then I just had little tropical fish when we moved here. I had some little neons and some barbs and a couple of other things. In addition to the African cichlids, I also had angelfish, real big, beautiful angelfish. Those things were a challenge. You hardly could keep more than one fish in a tank. Sometimes they would get a devoted pair, and they could keep a pair together long term. But angelfish are tough. They're temperamental and they're sensitive. But they are so beautiful when they are fully mature and big. And I had, I don't know, about 10 20-gallon tanks that mostly had the angelfish in them. I tried to keep pairs together because I bred quite a few angelfish. And so, yeah, hey, you know, there's something I don't talk about very often. Actually, I hadn't even thought about that in a long time until I was thinking about what random fact can I come up with next. Yeah, African cichlids and angelfish. That makes me want to, thinking about all that, makes me want to go and clean my fish tank out and get it set up and get more fish again. But cleaning those things was a lot of work. Now, I didn't have rabbits at the time. It would be hard to do both. Rabbits are very time consuming. Well, when you have as many as I do, and if you only have a few for like a homestead, you know, if you have maybe a trio or maybe two trios where you have 6 rabbits, you know, they're not all that time consuming. But being as I have more than 6, we'll just say that, since I have more than 6 rabbits, and since I try to keep them in show condition, and I have to handle them frequently so that they will pose on the table, given these things, rabbits are very time consuming. And plus, I'm a firm believer in a clean barn, a clean rabbit barn. I think the rabbits are healthier for it, and I think they show better for it as well. So I do spend quite a bit of time with my rabbits to keep them clean. And cleaning fish tanks, oh boy, now there is a job. Vacuuming and changing water out, and oh boy, now when you have an established fish tank, and I mean established, it's been running with the same number of fish for, months, maybe even a couple of years, it gets to where you don't have to clean it as often because the fish clean it. If you're cautious about putting in complementary fish, you have to have a good cleanup team that get along with your residents. So, yeah. But if you manage that, then the cleanup's not so bad. But still, even then, every week you're cleaning out, 20% of your water to keep it the balances, the pH balance level. You got to test them, and you got to clean them, and you got to change water. And if the pH balance gets off, then you may have to change more than 20% of the water. And yeah, I used to, every week I had a garden hose running from my kitchen all around across the house, because I had them in my dining room, I had them in my living room, I had them in the hallway, I had them in the bedroom. I had fish tanks everywhere. I miss the hobby now that I'm thinking about it. If I lived somewhere where I had a nice basement that I could put a dehumidifier in, I wouldn't mind doing African cichlids again. Those things were interesting and a whole lot of fun. So if you're thinking about fish, think about African cichlids. They come in beautiful variety of colors and patterns. I just don't think there's a tropical fish that's prettier. Now you can get the saltwater fish. Now you can spend some money on that, but yeah, get the corals. I always wanted to do saltwater fish. I was just too afraid to try it. But this African cichlids are pretty easy, and they're still tropical, so you don't have to, have the saltwater mix and make sure all that's right. And so anyway, yeah, African cichlids. Google them and look up some of the pretty colors and shapes and patterns. I always call it an ACI. I'm not sure how you really pronounce it. It's ACEI. Beautiful purple fish with yellow tail fins. Oh yeah, those were beautiful. I love those. And they made a good companion fish with the yellow labs. Yeah, the yellow labs were real pretty too. Alright, so hey, that's it for today. Thanks for watching, and until we speak again, God bless.